the road to your house that you never call home.
Hello there. My name is Penny, and thank you for joining me today. I would like to share my experience of living with depersonalization disorder with you. I want to tell you my personal story because I know that reading about symptoms is easy, but truly understanding them is difficult. I was diagnosed with a dissociative disorder called depersonalization 10 years ago. The DSM uses a pretty vague description of this disorder. They say a person with depersonalization feels like an outside observer or feeling like one is in a dream. There are underlying neurobiological mechanisms that contribute to the abnormal way I feel. I know that what I feel is different from what other people feel. I know that I am living in this real, tangible world, but I just don't feel like I do. This same sensation is common during dissociative states caused by drugs like marijuana and LSD, but the problem is I experience them all of the time. Let me break down some of the symptoms for you. I feel very numb most of the time. My emotions are very blunted, so I feel indifferent a lot of the time. My body also feels numb. I don't experience very much pain. My brain doesn't really register sensations produced by my autonomic nervous system. I also feel very detached from my body, like I'm watching myself do things. All of the actions feel automatic, and as if I don't have much conscious control over them. My physical and emotional self does not feel real, so I wonder if I'm really a person at all. But I know that I am. Another thing is that the world feels really flat. Like I'm living in a compressed, grainy version of the world in 2D. Watching television is relaxing because the images on the screen feel more real than the tangible world. My psychologist calls these perceptual alterations because I have distorted sensory modalities. My experience with the world makes it feel very unreal. It seems strange and unfamiliar. Even walking into my own living room, a room I'm always in, feels wrong or unreal. Sometimes time gets away from me. It either goes incredibly quickly or slowly. Something could have happened yesterday, and I would think it happened a month ago. Time is very disintegrated, and I try to maintain a routine and diary to combat this. I can't really trust my judgment of time. I never knew there was something different about me. I always wondered how other people could handle these strange sensations. I began to obsess over the feelings of unreality and strangeness. This obsession is called rumination. Little did I know, obsessing about my symptoms made them worse. Instead of focusing on what I could feel, I focused on what I couldn't. I began to avoid hanging out with friends. I even began contemplating my own mortality. When I finally took an introductory psychology course in college, I read the description of depersonalization, and then light bulb. I set up an appointment with a psychologist and began to talk about my strange feelings. It was so great to discuss this with someone. It was just such a great experience overall. We talked about the unpredictable environment of my childhood and the emotional abuse I have suffered. I was finally able to challenge my obsessive thoughts with cognitive behavioral therapy. Here I am, 5 years later. I unfortunately still live with depersonalization, and it never truly goes away. But I got my quality of life back by ending the obsessive cycle. I've accepted this is a part of me. I will always feel unreal. This acceptance, though, has allowed me to understand my limitations and begin the healing process. I'm hoping my story will help others seek help. Just want you to know, you aren't broken, you're just a little different. This is just another challenge you can overcome. Your brain is different, but you can heal.